Sometimes in the formula, the amount in the account at time t is equal to the principal amount P, parenthesis, times 1 plus the R over the N raised to the N times T power. That's the amount in your account when you have a certain interest rate R for a certain number of compound periods N at time T with the principal investment P. Sometimes we call those variables something a little different. We call the P the present value in the of the account, and we call A the future value of the account at time T. So keep that in mind. Sometimes that's what we call those things. If you're given the principal amount of $20,000 invested at a 6% account compounded daily, every day, for 3 years, you're asked to find the future value of this account. So in other words, when P is equal to 20,000, we're going to find the future value A. Okay, now what I want you to realize here is we'll start off by saying, yeah, we're going to use this formula, A equals P, parenthesis 1 plus R over N, raised to the N times T power. But let's recognize what the variables are. The P value is the principal amount invested, it's $20,000. The R is the interest rate written in decimals. So 6% is our interest rate, and to write it in decimal, we drop the percent symbol and move the decimal point 2 places to the left, so it's 0.06. And then the compound period N, it's compounded daily. So how often is it compounded in a year? That's what N is equal to, the amount of compound periods in a year. Well, if it's compounded daily, it's compounded 365 times in a year. And then the time T is in years, it's 3 years. So we know what all the values are. P is 20,000, R is 0.06, and the compound periods in a year is 365, and T is equal to 3 for 3 years. So you just plug those values into the formula, 20,000 times 1 plus 0.06, 0.06, same thing, over 365, close the parenthesis, raise that to the 365 times 3 power. Then you run and grab your calculator and you punch it in, and you round it to the nearest penny, and your answer will be the future value in 3 years, A, in the account is approximately equal to $23,943.99. You know, this is a good way for you to get comfortable with your calculator. If you can't get that number, you need to work on how to use your calculator and round your answer to the same answer we have here.